Since starting this page, I've been asked a couple of times what my sourdough recipe looks like. And while I wish it was something fancy, it's actually a pretty run-of-the-mill sourdough recipe. I will say the really frustrating thing about sourdough is that it kind of has to fit your kitchen. So this recipe may work perfectly for my kitchen, but you may have to tweak it a little bit to fit yours. I've played around with way too many recipes to admit to find what I've landed on now that really works well. So for 1 loaf of sourdough, this is about what my recipe looks like. I start off by measuring 100 grams of active sourdough starter. You want to make sure to grab your starter at peak before it starts falling. I'll then mix in 325 grams of warm water into the starter. I make sure this is all well and good combined before I add any flour. I then add in 150 grams of bread flour and again mix it really well into the water and starter. Once that's mixed in, I add in 350 grams of unbleached all-purpose flour. I mix that really well and let it rest for an hour before adding in 10 grams of salt. I'll also add 25 grams of water and then 3 rounds of coil folds 30 minutes apart.